Jon Jones has officially crashed out, guys. He went on the Nelk podcast just to exit out abruptly at the end, guys. We're going to react to Jon Jones on the podcast because once, the topic of Tom Aspinall came up, we saw Jon Jones once again form into a duck right before our very eyes, try to run away from this conversation. He did something similar in November with, I think, BT Sports or something like that, where he just abruptly left the interview because he was afraid that they were going to ask questions about Tom Aspinall.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right.
Good, man. Good. Have a seat, sir.
All you guys in, but hey, I'm not gonna do this interview. You don't want to do it? No, because it's gonna be an Aspinall Fest. I'm not gonna. Come on, let's go.
I hate to break it to you, Jon Jones, but if you do not like people asking you questions about Tom Aspinall, prepare for, the rest of your life here, because I'm sure that for the next at least 5 to 10 years, there's going to be questions. There's probably going to be a lot of questions, especially if Tom Aspinall is as great as everyone thinks he will be. There will be questions for Jon, like, why didn't you fight Tom? Do you regret not fighting Tom? How do you think you would have done against Tom? Like, I don't think that Jon Jones not fighting Tom Aspinall undoes his legacy, but I gotta say, I think it definitely does affect things, and I think it's going to be a big talking point, the fact that he avoided, fighting Tom Aspinall. He avoided fighting guys like Francis Ngannou before, too. But let's react to the Nelk podcast, guys, and let's see what Jon Jones had to say, because I think this interview, started friendly, it seems like, and then just turned sour. Let's react to it. I haven't seen the full thing. I just know that this thing just ends really bad, so let's react, guys. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, and let's see. So, yeah, so this is Jon Jones. We could see, he talked to Kyle from the Nelk podcast, right, and he, I'm excited to see this. Honestly, the Nelk guys do have some decent interviews with some of these fighters, so I'm hoping that we get the hard-hitting questions. Let's find out, why are you ducking Tom, all right?
It's a habit, it's just what we do. Our team is used to winning. My coaches are used to looking me in the eye, smiling, hugging, and say we did it again, and then I expect my coaches to go to their hotel room. There's no after parties, really. And I think when I got to a stage in my life where it wasn't about drinking afterwards or like really even celebrating afterwards. It was just like, just giving back to Team Jones, allowing them to feel me closer.
Like, this guy is just so fake.
When you expect to win, you start to behave differently, I guess.
When you expect to win. But I guess it just gets old, right? Like,
it's not old. Were you looking for clickbait?
What?
No,
what the hell?
No, man. It's something that you should.
Yo, why did Jon come at him with that allegation, bro? Like, what are you talking about, clickbait? Jon made a comment, and the guy responded to it, and he's like, what, are you trying to clickbait me? Like, what? Like, Jon must be suffering from severe CTE at this point, because he must be hearing voices. No one's trying to clickbait you. Do you think your own voice is someone else talking to you, trying to clickbait you? All this is going to do is make you look like a clown, because everyone will move on. The fans will move on, but his legacy is going to be stained with this. And he's not helping himself. If he wants to be honest and open that, look, this is not what he wants to do and stop holding up the division, he should just do that.
so what's next for you? Like, are you officially retired?
No, that's a
Or,
good
like,
question.
Good question.
Everyone's wondering.
Me and Jon are both saying
Is
good
Jon
question.
Jones retired? Is he fighting again?
I don't want to say that I'm retired because fighting's in my blood. Right now, I could really care less about fighting. I've been doing it my whole life at a very high level.
Okay, so that's fine, but then why are you still have the belt? Vacate the belt. We've established this many of times. That's fine if that's how you feel. Then you know what I mean. Like, champions will just get to say, you know what? I'll fight in a few years. Fuck it. Like, I'll hold on to this belt for a few years. Who cares? If that's what you want to do, then be on the sidelines. Like, look at Conor McGregor, right? Like, not that he was anywhere near a title shot anyway, but like, he is a superstar that, yeah, look, he makes a lot of money. He doesn't feel the need to fight. He, I guess he feels like he's done enough. He stays on the sidelines. I'm sure he will tell the UFC when he wants to fight or when that is, or if that ever is. And that's the same thing that Jon Jones has to do. I don't understand what's so hard about this.
I look around and I realize what's true, what's real. I see the way people look at me and the way I make people feel.
This guy
it's an
is such
extraordinary
a joke.
It's a true blessing. Now my job is to serve that.
You could just tell, like,
fans.
he literally thinks that, like, he's just, like, the main character giving a monologue right now. Like, what are you chatting about, bro? Like, this isn't the fucking, like, Jon Jones show, pal. Like, fucking answer the question. You don't need to, give us teachings. You know what I'm saying? Are you retired or not? Bro is just stalling the clock so he doesn't get asked about Tom.
I've punched and kicked enough people.
Because, yeah, everyone's wondering. It's like, is Jon Jones... I saw that there was something. Do you see something online? There's like 150,000 petitions. Jon Jones.
Oh, let's hear. I'm
vacates the
curious to see,
title.
guys. I want to see
But I
what
guess
Jon has
people
to
are
say.
waiting for, like, I mean, you might have to make like an official retirement thing or like.
I'm a company guy, and there's a lot of things that's happening behind the scenes where My job is just sit and be still and take the punishment.
In my opinion, everyone asks me, like, friends, and I'm like, I just think Jon Jones is a master negotiator. He's waiting for the bag he deserves.
Well, that too.
If anyone deserves a huge fucking paychecks, it's someone that has fought since 2008.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. I mean, look, like we've established before, if it's an issue of the UFC not paying Jon Jones and we agree unanimously, like, this isn't a good amount, then that's not on Jon Jones. That's on the UFC. But we have heard from multiple reports that the UFC has met his price, and Jon Jones isn't disputing it either. He has not mentioned money at all. He has only said that he just doesn't want to fight, because Jon, I think, even has to acknowledge, look, he got the price he was asking for.
What's that?
I didn't get into that question at all with you. It was just
not really.
Just curved it.
Yeah, even Jon's acknowledging. So my assessment was right on Jon avoiding the question. Like I said, that he was trying to kind of just weave his way out of that. He's acknowledging it, and it's just weird. Like, dude, like, these are obvious questions. You're going on a podcast. What do you think they're gonna fucking ask you about? What'd you eat for breakfast? Like, they're gonna fucking ask you what your next move is, what your next fight is, who you're fighting next. These are obvious questions.
What do you make of, like, Tom Aspinall and all the things that he's been saying about you?
I think he's awesome, man. I think he's awesome.
Oh, yeah, Jon is pissed.
Wonderful career.
Jon is
Do you
pissed.
think that he needs you?
No, I don't think he needs me. I think when you want something bad enough, and if you get it, it could be the worst thing that could ever happen to you.
Whew.
Wow.
That was deep. That was dope.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, Jon has been ducking, but that was cold. I'm not gonna lie, and this is why the fight needs to happen. That line alone sold the fight. Like, period. Like, you don't need to do nothing else. Like, let's actually back that up real quick.
Me. I think when you want something bad enough, and if you get it, it could be the worst thing that could ever happen to you.
Whew. That
was cold, dog. That was cold. In the moment, bro, like, bro just weaved into it, guys. I mean, look, I know we're on the Jon Jones hate train, but a broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I'm trying to say? So
he's not in the position to, like, excite me.
I mean, the question is, okay, so what excites you? Like, what is it that has to impress you? Like, I mean, Tom clearly has the skills, so what is it? I mean, is it just name value? Do you, like, I would think that if you're a fighter, you want to prove you're the best in the world, especially if you're the champion. You want to prove you're the best in that weight class. Tom is that. Tom is the clear number one contender. Nobody could deny that.
What would it take to fight Tom Aspinall? Come to the UFC.
Bro,
like, what does the UFC got to do?
Said something real wild on off the cuff. I'll see you guys later.
That's it.
Yeah,
right.
Thanks for the happy
Jon
beer.
Jones.
Yeah, Jon wasn't happy.
I would have been a little more professional if we did this 5 hours ago, but Jon said, can we do this after the fight?
I've never done an interview after a few drinks. I'm glad I did. That was smooth.
Okay, so no that bad blood, but yeah, you could tell Jon was getting annoyed. He was getting visibly annoyed throughout the whole interview, to be honest. Like, you could see from his mannerisms, you could see by his short responses, he was clearly, losing patience. And we've seen, like I said, this is something we've seen before. This is clearly something that bothers Jon, and I think Jon's in a position where I don't think he wants to retire. I think he would be down to fight easier opponents, like a Tai Tuivasa or something like that, but he doesn't want to fight Tom, and I think he's just in this limbo of not retiring. He doesn't want to retire, and he doesn't want to fight Tom, because what else is there? If he's okay with retiring, I think he would just say it. I think part of him still wants to fight, and if you hear him, he wants to fight, and I don't think he's okay with the fact that people think Tom could beat him. I don't think he's okay with, him retiring and people saying, yeah, you ducked this guy. You were afraid to fight this guy because this guy could beat you easily in the first round. So I don't know, guys. I don't think the fight's going to happen still. That is still what I think. I've been saying this for a long time. There was a time where it did seem maybe we were going to get this fight, but not anymore. I highly doubt it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think we're going to get this fight? Check out my last video where we talked about Conor McGregor literally punching somebody. Yeah, Conor was just falling off. You guys are the best fan-based MMA. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.